This woman up here is something else. She said she will never shop at Harvard for the rest of her life. So you know what that says to me? She got her degree at Walmart. SMH.
How long are y'all going to continue to support these Republicans that can't get simple things right? Not Marjorie Taylor Greene saying that as long as she lives, she will never shop at Harvard. Last I checked, Harvard is a private Ivy League non-profit university. Never knew that you can shop at Harvard. Harvard University. But y'all continue to support these people, these Republican people. And yet I live in Georgia where she's representing. And it's a shame that the people of Georgia voted for someone who thinks that you can shop at Harvard.
She would never shop at Harvard again.
Dumb bitch, and that pussy weak. Got pregnant.
Did y'all see that Marjorie Taylor Greene says as long as she lives, she would never shop at Harvard?
I got my master's degree in 1997 from a little school in Boston called Wheelock College that's now been subsumed by Boston University. At the time that it was Wheelock College, it was so small that it didn't have a bookstore. So we bought all of our textbooks at the Harvard University Coop, which Co-op is the bookstore at Harvard. It's owned by Barnes & Noble. Marjorie Taylor Greene is I don't want to get banned.
Apparently Marjorie Taylor Greene said that she will never shop at Harvard again. And I just want to let you know that I am never taking a class at Walmart or Target ever ever.
Marjorie Taylor Greene's having a heck of a week. First, she's going to stop buying stuff from Harvard, and now she's one of just many Republicans that's admitted she didn't actually read the House's budget bill, that she didn't know that there was stuff in there that would strip things from the states, like their ability to manage AI, which was on pages 278 and 279, according to her. She said, "Oh, I was unaware of this." This means she didn't read it. Her staffers didn't read it. Break the 1,100-page bill up, give it to your staffers and say, "Give me the high points." It's not that hard. But yet Republicans can't even manage their own offices, but they're trying to manage our country, our bedrooms, who we love, and what we do with our money and our lives. But I don't know what's more alarming at this point, that a Republican congressperson is not reading the bills that they're passing, or that Marjorie Taylor Greene thinks that Harvard is a store that she can go shop at. But for Harvard's sake, she's vowed to never shop there for the rest of her life. So, yay, Harvard.
Just when you think American political discourse can't get any weirder, here comes Marjorie Taylor Greene with yet another zinger that leaves us all scratching our heads. This time, she says, and I quote, "I will never shop at Harvard for the rest of my life." Now, look, we've all had some strange turns of phrase in politics, but this one, it sent the internet into full-blown sarcasm mode. Some people couldn't resist clapping back, saying, "Well, I won't be taking any classes at Walmart or Target ever again." Another joked she must have gotten her degree from aisle 5 next to the toilet paper. And the more you sit with that statement, the more it reveals about how public figures, especially elected officials, sometimes misunderstand or deliberately warp the institutions that shape our society. Or maybe it's performance art. Maybe this is political theater at its weirdest. But here's the real question we are asking in today's video. What does it mean when a politician publicly vows to never shop at a place that isn't a store? And why does it matter that so many people reacted not with outrage but with humor? Well, stick with me because we are not just going to laugh. We are going to peel back the layers of what this moment says about American politics, culture, and how satire has become our national coping mechanism.
Marjorie Taylor Greene said she would never shop at Harvard as long as she'll live.
You guys know, Marjorie Taylor Greene said she's not gonna As long as she lives, she's not going to shop at Harvard anymore. Marjorie Taylor Greene says she's not going to shop at Harvard anymore. Again, Marjorie Taylor Greene says she's not going to shop at Harvard as long as she's living on this earth. She would never shop at Harvard. This administration is full of dumb motherfuckers. I'll tell you the truth. They full of dumb motherfuckers. She says she's not gonna shop at a fucking college. That shows you we at the bottom of the barrel when it comes in this administration, when it comes to education. You so fucking dumb. This bitch is so dumb. She didn't know Harvard was a college, and you're not gonna go there anyway, sweetie. You got to be accepted. You far from being accepted. Shit, my motherfucking grandkids are smarter than you, bitch. I bet you if I ask my granddaughter what is Harvard, she can answer that but quicker than you can. She just in grade school. You can't make this shit up, y'all. You can't. And you got all these Trumpers. They some uneducated motherfuckers too. Most of them anyways. And if they are educated, they dumb motherfuckers as well. Educated fools. If there are some. You know, y'all think about that. If you voted for this guy in this party, these people got position in Washington, man. These people got very important positions. This is serious. This not. It's not funny. This not funny. This is sad. This is so. She said a lot of dumb shit since she's been elected. But I thought maybe she'd know better than that. I thought she would know. I try to give her the benefit of the doubt. I thought she'd know better than that. To know whether or not Harvard is a college or a fucking shopping mall.
Well, Taylor Greene saying she'll never shop at Harvard is funny on the surface, but it's also revealing. When we hear something that absurd, our first reaction is laughter, but beneath that laughter, there is a whole world of assumptions, beliefs, and even resentments wrapped up in just a few words. First, why Harvard? Harvard isn't just a school, it's a symbol of prestige, of elite power, of the so-called establishment. And to many politicians, who thrive on anti-intellectualism or populist rhetoric, attacking Harvard is less about the school itself and more about what it represents. Coastal elites, liberal academia, credentialism, and intellectual authority. So when Greene says she's boycotting Harvard like it's a boutique or a fast fashion store, she's not just misspeaking, she's signaling. She's saying that world is not my world and I reject it. But here is where the irony cuts deepest. The reaction from the public wasn't policy debate, it was parody. She got her degree at Walmart. I'll never take a class at Target. She's returning her Harvard education like it's store-bought. These responses aren't just dunks. They are social commentary. They are saying you don't understand how education works, and that is dangerous. Because when public figures treat knowledge as retail product or higher education as political punchline, they strip away the value of intellectual growth and they tell millions of followers, don't trust experts, don't trust universities, trust vibes. That, my friend, is no longer funny. That's frightening. Let's dive even deeper into what this moment actually represents. Greene's statement might be absurd, but the reactions, though sharp, mocking comebacks, are doing some heavy lifting. They are processing something deeper because in 2025, humor is our reflex when the truth is too exhausting to tackle head on. So here's the most truth. We are watching the gradual collapse of respect for institutions in real time, whether it's Harvard, the CDC, the Supreme Court, or even public libraries. Institutions that used to stand above the fray are now political footballs. And when a politician says they'll never shop at Harvard, it's not just a gaffe, it's part of coordinated cultural script, a rejection of experts, a dismissal of higher learning, and ultimately a glorification of ignorance. Now, let's be clear. Criticism of elite institution is fair game. Harvard has its own flaws, and elitism in education is a real problem. But when you don't know the difference between shopping and studying, that's not critique, that's confusion. And confusion in the wrong hands becomes manipulation. This is the part where I have to ask you, the viewer, to pause. Ask yourself, how did we get here? Where a US congresswoman can say something nonsensical and instead of facing shame or correction, she becomes a viral soundbite boosted by satire, memes, and a culture too tired to even expect seriousness from public servants. And look, I get it. Maybe Greene just misspoke. Maybe she meant she won't support Harvard or associate with it, but let's not ignore how deliberate her anti-elitist branding is. This is part of a broader anti-intellectual campaign where the working class is told they are laughing at you, the elites hate you, stick with us, we are just like you. Except they are not. They are weaponizing your anger, your pain, and yes, your humor for political gain. Now, let's talk about the mockery, the TikTok, the reels, the parodies. One person pretends to return a Harvard sweatshirt like it's defective merchandise. Another does a fake ad. This week at Walmart, you buy 2 degrees, get 1 free. It's hilarious, but here's the kicker. It works because deep down, we know how absurd the statement is. And that absurdity stands in stark contrast to the seriousness of the positions these people hold. This isn't just your drunk uncle at Thanksgiving. This is a sitting member of Congress. So what happens next? Where do we go from here? If we keep treating idiocy as entertainment, we blur the line between representation and reality. Greene gets airtime, not for ideas, not for legislation, but for sound bites. And those sound bites get reactions, and those reactions get views, and those views becomes currency. It's all performance, and the American public has become the audience to a never-ending political reality show. So what's the takeaway? Don't just laugh. Understand. Understand that language matters, that institutions matters, that holding public figures accountable starts with refusing to accept nonsense as normal. You don't have to love Harvard. You don't have to defend elite academia, but you should expect your leaders to know that you don't shop for education like it's a discount handbag. And when they say otherwise, we shouldn't just laugh. We should demand better. Because when the truth becomes theater and theater becomes policy, we all pay the price. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And if you felt this breakdown offered more than just a laugh, if it helped you think deeper, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, bye-bye.